I have shocking news. Zohran Mamdani, after winning the New York City mayor's race, has gone full Nazi. That's right. 4 individual Nazi salutes, hand to heart and everything. I can't believe it. I am shocked. I am saddened. How could Zohran Nazi salute 4 times?
Here we go, guys. Nazi salute incoming.
New York, this power, it's yours.
Where's the
This
salute?
city belongs to you. Thank you.
Nazi salute.
Do it again. Do it again.
Nazi salute.
Wait, hold on. Now, to be fair,
Zieg.
we get it. He's putting his hand on his heart and then waving. This next one, he actually has a rigid arm forward.
I was going to say, the arm's kind
No,
of...
no, watch this one.
Nazi salute.
Yeah.
Heil.
There it is.
There it is, the Heil.
I mean,
His hand is straight up at an angle.
in his defense, the pro-Palestinian contingent in the Middle East in World War II was pro-Hitler. So
Yeah.
I'd imagine a
he's
lot of
just
them are
in
now as well.
keeping- Yeah, he's just in keeping with his pro-Palestinian roots.
I can't believe it. I am so surprised by this that Zohran Mamdani he held Hitler several times.
Yeah.
That proves it.
I saw a bunch of posts. Plays Daredevil should play race swapped Mamdani in a movie.
Race swapped. So the gag, of course, is that no, it's not a Nazi salute, and Elon didn't do one either. But the media claimed he did anyway. And the funny thing is, my response to this is, guys, Democrats are literally supporting a dude with a Totenkopf on his chest. He got it removed, to be fair, but for 20 years, rounding up, 18, there is a Democrat guy in Maine.
Plattner.
Was it? Yeah, Graham Plattner.
Yeah.
He had a Totenkopf on his chest. That is the literal symbol for the SS that ran concentration camps. It is not a symbol that was like a Nazi. It was a literal Nazi tattoo on his chest. And they were like, well, we don't care. That's fine. They never cared that Elon Musk did this. They were lying the whole time. They don't care if Elon Musk does this. I'm sorry, if Zohran Mamdani does this. They are lying to you. Conservatives seem to think there's an argument happening while Democrats think they're at war.
I mean, the whole
think that's right.
the whole exercise by the left. It doesn't matter what anyone says or does. The only thing that matters to them is exercising power. So if their guy does something, I was saying this to last night. Like, it doesn't matter what their guy does. It's okay, and it doesn't matter what our guy does. It's wrong. It doesn't. None of the things that they say are ever based in reality. It's all based about convenience and can it give them access to power. That's all.
Yeah, and if I could shed a little bit of light on this, if you go back to 1920s, you had the Frankfurt School, and you had these academics who got together, and they wanted to figure out why cultural Marxism didn't take root in the West like it did in Russia. And they came up with a strategy. They came up with something called CRT, critical race theory. They came up with the gender ideology. And their idea was that they could extend Karl Marx's ideas of the oppressed versus the oppressors they could extend his idea of the rich versus the poor and make it the oppressed versus the oppressors in as many different areas as they could. And those academics who were in Germany in 1920 made their way to New York and ultimately took over the American academic system. And that's where these ideas come from, that CRT, the gender ideology. So now you have a generation of young people that have been educated in what is hidden as, they don't understand is Marxist ideology.
Yep.
So when someone runs for mayor and they say, look at all these filthy rich people, look at these billionaires, they've been oppressing you. Well, these kids have been indoctrinated into this their entire lives. It might not be under the rich versus the poor, the class struggle, but it's been taught through CRT. Yep. It's been taught through gender. So by the time they hear that message, it really resonates with these young people, and then they buy into it.
And to your point, right, the argument of, the critical race theory, the point of that is to awaken a critical racial consciousness, right? They want to have people that are in the oppressed classes or oppressed races, as they would call it, they want them to be aware of their class consciousness. And Hassan was talking about this in a clip that I saw today, or he was talking about how in the United States there is no class consciousness, or there is very little class consciousness, and how that's a terrible thing. The left wants to awaken that class consciousness, and they want to awaken it in the white population as well. And when they awaken in the white population, they use it against you.
Yes.
So if you're a white person, you say, well, I want to align based on my white identity, they will look at you and they'll say, you're a white supremacist, you're a racist, you're a terribly horrible person, you should feel shame for this. But they
And
want...
we should tax you more.
Not just tax you, they want to kill you, because that's what
Sure,
they do
but
with
it's
Nazis.
part of Mamdani's platform to tax the white people more.
Fair enough. But the point that I'm making is the left tries to awaken a racial, critical racial consciousness in everybody, and they will use it depending on who you are. If you are of some kind of immigrant, or if you're a person that has a brown or a black identity, it's perfectly fine for you to say things like Black Power. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine for you to align your politics based on your race. But if you're a white person, they use that same class consciousness that they teach in school. They teach with CRT. They use that same class consciousness to beat you down and call you names and accuse you of all sorts of terrible things. So they use this. So to your point about critical race theory, it's like a double-edged sword. They will use it in one way to help one group of people, and then they will use it in a different way to hurt another group of people.
And the other thing about it is like the hardest part now is that this has been going on since 2008 in the last economic crashes. Those ideas take a lot easier hold when the economy is bad.
Yes.
When people can't afford a home, when people don't feel like they can start families because they don't have the income to do so. It's a lot easier for, what's the old saying? What was Reagan saying? Like, what's the scariest thing someone can say? I'm from the government and I'm here to help. But that doesn't work as much when they actually need the help. And then those ideas have been fed to them since they were in grade school and on upwards. So it's a combination of both economic problems, indoctrination at schools, and all of that coming together. And we're like one of the when you posted about the when somebody posted about the taxing on millionaires as well, right? The first post under there said billionaires next. So they want revenge.
When Bernie became a millionaire, he stopped saying
Yeah,
that.
well, they need to.
What's up?
He started saying billion.
No. He always said the millionaires and the billionaires, and then when he became a millionaire, he said just the billionaires.
It's become.
he
It's
removed it
become
from his
another.
website too.
Wasn't he the biggest defender of Big Pharma during Robert Kennedy's?
He was the largest recipient of contributions from Big Pharma employees. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong.
But it's become an othering of people because people don't understand economics, or it's like the people who say like Jeff Bezos could become Batman tomorrow, and why doesn't he just solve all the world's problems?
Well, I tweeted at Elon once, why aren't you building an Iron Man suit? And he responded with building Starship. It's like, oh.
It's fair.
Okay, right. Yeah, fair point. He is doing something.
But they've we talk about this on our show all the time. Like the celebrities are this way too. They're millionaires, so they complain about billionaires. Billie Eilish says, "Billionaires, why do you
Right.
have so much money?" And somebody's like, "Well, you donated $11 million. You're worth $50 million. Why don't you donate $49 million and live in some apartment downtown? Like you want to solve climate change. Why do you have any money at all? Give it all away." But they've understood that turning it into just the billionaires is a way to other
Well,
an
and
entire
next
class
it
of
will be
people.
the trillionaires.
Yes.
And did you heard what he said last night, Mamdani? We will prove that there is no problem too large for government to solve and no concern too small for it to care about.
That's a threat.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
it
is
is.
horrifying.
That is terrifying. I
that-
posted
that
that with
means-
the words, "This is terrifying."
That means if you jaywalk, government is concerned.
Government is concerned with everything that goes on in your apartment.
Yep.
They're concerned with everything that you do outside. They're concerned with everything that your company does.
You know, it'd be like really funny. What if, like, because Zohran's a Muslim, what if he just like bans being gay? And he's just like, we're going to go into each one of your apartments. If you're doing gay stuff, you're under arrest.
Well, he did. He spoke out for the trans community.
Sure, but he's mayor now.
But now he's going to throw everybody.
Well, he's not
under
mayor
the bus.
yet.
He's mayor.
Isn't he
elect
asking
so
for money right now?
Yes.
He sure is asking for donations. He said, remember when I told you to stop donating money? Well, you can start donating it again. That's what he said today.
Man,
He wants
people
money
are
for
stupid.
the transition team.
I feel like a sucker,
Meanwhile,
guys.
he took photos with Alex Soros.
I work so hard every day, and did all I have to do was just promise free stuff to people that I could never give them? And if you go to timcast.com and become a member, and I'll give you all jetpacks. Every single one of you. That's clearly a joke and not legally binding.
It's only for new members, not for existing members.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I want to know why jetpacks aren't like a real thing that we can use.
Because sometimes you fall, and when you do, you will die.
It's horrible.
But they have
Also,
jetpacks. They've had
sometimes
jetpacks forever.
blow up.
Yeah, but like,
It's because the amount of propellant that you need to actually keep your body in the air, you know?
No, they got half-hour flight time right now. It's just the jetpacks that they're working on are for quick response. But when you crash a car, sometimes it's bad. But sometimes it's a fender bender, and you're like, my neck hurts.
All
When you crash your jetpack, you're dead. Every
bad.
time. Yeah.
It's usually true with like motorcycles too. And
It is. It's true.
you should have to get the same license for your motorcycle should apply to a jetpack. You should be allowed to have one.
I don't
Join-
think I would get a jetpack.
Go to timcast.com and click Join Us. Give me $10 a month, and I'll make the world a better place. What else can I promise people that's not legally binding? I'll give you happiness. Let's see. It'll be the best $10 you've ever spent. I guarantee it.
He'll solve your bad breath problem.
No, that's a specific claim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I say things like "you'll be happy," it's like, well, what does that mean? You know,
You'll like your bad breath problem.
you'll have a good time. Libby will be friends with you.
Now you're promising other people's services.
Yeah, but you don't have to do anything to be friends with somebody. Right? You know, everyone's like, well, I want to be friends with
How do
Libby.
you
I'll give
define friend really?
Take their phone call.
It's kind of wild that
I don't take
fraud doesn't apply to politics. You know, should it? If a politician promises something that literally is not within their power as the office they're running for, shouldn't we just call that fraud? Why do we allow that? Honest question.
I think that's a very good question. And I think sometimes people do call it fraud. And then, they get, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi's stock tips and they shut up about it.
Yeah. Like the way I see it is if someone's running for office to be mayor and they say, as mayor, my powers include, signing legislation, control of the police department. I will advocate for free buses to the city council, and I will work with the police on making their budget more efficient, and I will request of the city council more money. It's like, okay, that'll make sense. But when they come out and they're like, I have no authority to do any of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Vote for me. They're lying.
Well, the government,
Or for money.
the federal government does that all the time. The federal government has.
I get it, but Zohran's asking for donations while lying to people to get them. That's fraud. Like, here's the point. If I come out and said, guys, become members at timcast.com, and when you do, I'll give you all free airfare. Like, that's it. You can't promise that.
Yeah, well, Mamdani is promising that he needs money to put together a transition team. He says all of
Do
these
things he can't do.
No, to do things that he can't do, right? Yeah.
They should charge him with fraud.
Well, sure. I mean, they never should have let him. I mean, there's no reason that he should have. He should have led the top of the Democratic Party ticket. And I think that the way he got there is through ranked choice voting, which is an abomination of a way to vote. There should never be ranked choice voting. It's a terrible idea.
I think that
It means
we should.
40%. Yeah.
Fraud is not free speech. And if someone's running for Congress and they say, in Congress, I will do these things. It's like, well, typically when people run for Congress, they talk about things they can do. Like, I will pass a bill that does this. Well, that is within the purview of a member of Congress, though it's unlikely to get done. Fine. But when someone says, vote for me to be mayor and I'll do things that are impossible for the mayor to do, that's fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Fraud.
Fraud.
That's how you say it in German. That's the German pronunciation.
Right.
Fraud. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.